Hello everybody out there in YouTube world. Yeah, and that's a little bit of a late one for us, but yeah, this video is going to be a Let's Talk one, and what we're going to be talking about is therapy to yourselves, you know, regarding holistics, yeah, massage, things like that, chi, because today, well, yeah, this early on today we had some new crystals come today, and the one you had is
Pyrite.
a pyrite one, and I had this wonderful prosperity and wealth bracelet with some amazing crystals on there. And for those of you who are a bit skeptical about crystals, crystals are not glass. They are crystals from the earth. That's where they originate from, they really do. But yeah, from my own experience with them, with chi energy in particular, which is my ability, I've had a lot of skepticism about it over the years. But I'll tell you now, it is real. There's no ifs or buts or maybes about this. It is real. And I know there's some martial arts people on YouTube or other type of video related platforms who stage their stuff, and they really do, and it spoils it for the ones who are genuine, like myself. I mean, every time when I get invited to the UK martial arts show, every year now, I do my Tai Chi demonstration and I emit my Chi out there, and it affects literally everybody in that arena. They really feel the effects of it. Like when I'm doing Fa Jing, you know, Fa Jing we call it in Tai Chi, they can feel the energy pulsing out very fast and powerful towards them. Or when I'm just opening up my Qua, which is the centre part of my body, and sending my Chi out, they can feel the expansion really affecting them and hitting them. I've had people cry afterwards when I finished my demo. They said they just feel the power coming away from my body, and some of them can't explain how and why I do this.
Yeah, because it's something they don't understand.
Exactly, this is the trouble. People, they don't understand about these things. But I tell you now, these things have always been here, long before man ever evolved from the ages. Yeah. Chi originates from the universe. The actual energy of it, of Chi, comes from the universe. That's where it was born. But how was it born? No one will ever know. No one will ever know. But it's there, or it's all around us. Even cushions, believe it or not. It's in everything.
Has energy, doesn't it?
It's in everything. But the only way for us to get in touch with it is through the practices, in particular, of meditation and specific breathing exercises.
I mean, Chi, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, it's very much like Reiki, isn't it?
Well, the two are the same.
Yeah.
They're not one different from one another. They're both they're the same one. It's just that they've got the Chinese. Well, actually, you got the Indian. They're the originators of the practices of Qigong, but they've practiced it through their yoga-listic exercises. And then the Chinese, and the Japanese, and the Japanese gave it a different name, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Ki, as Japanese would call it, Chi, as Chinese would call it. In Western world, they call it, the scientific pronunciation is bioelectricity. In the Western, it's the same thing. Chi, energy from within or from the outer. So when I become aware of what I could do, I tell you now, it scared me, and it really did. I didn't think it was actually happening to me. So I researched it even more over the years, and I got to demonstrate it on people. And some people were freaked out. They were thinking, how is that possible? How can you do these things? And I say to them, it does it by itself. I don't do it, it does it itself. Like the famous saying in the film, for those of you who are into Bruce Lee, like myself, the film Enter the Dragon, when the abbots, at the beginning of the movie where the Bruce Lee's in the temple in Shaolin, and the abbot asked him about what he does with his martial arts, he says, I don't think about it, it does it by itself. That's what Chi does, it does it by itself. And it's a very powerful force. Can be intoxicating at times. This is where the grounding aspects of what you do to keep it grounding. Crystals are another way of grounding energy from within your body. They certainly are. And they're also an amplifier of your energy as well. Isn't that right, my dear?
It is. I mean, I've always been what's it to yours, haven't I? Receptive to yours.
Very, which has been from the first day we met as friends, even online. Even online, before we actually physically met.
Yeah.
See, Chi can travel through anything. It can travel through anything. It can travel through this video recording to you, from me to you, from Maxine to you.
That's why I like in Reiki that you can do distant healing.
Distance healing.
Yeah.
It goes even further.
You can send healing out, you see.
You can send it all around the world. This is how powerful it can. But you have to be very powerful in yourself to be able to do that.
And again, it's like anything. If you don't believe in it, it's not going to work for you, is it? Because you're blocking it, aren't you?
Yeah, I've always said this about the
blocking
belief,
it.
because people seem to think that Chi is a thing to do with religion. It's not. It's not. Chi has been around before man, like I said before man ever evolved. Chi has been around before, so it's got nothing to do with religion. For those people who think that, I'm telling you now, you're wrong. It's got nothing to do with religion at all. Nothing whatsoever. That's a fact. It's been a proven fact as well, a scientific one as well. So yeah, with Chi now, yeah, of course, belief in yourself about with your ability. You've got to believe in yourself, of course. But you've also got to be open to it. You can't be closed off to it. But I've managed to get my Chi through to people who have been closed off. And Maxine will tell you, that's how powerful it really is.
It really is powerful. I mean, I'm on a lot of medication, aren't I?
Yeah.
And I suffer severe pain from arthritis, etc., etc.
Etc., etc.
But Andrew knows how to calm the swellings and everything down with me. I mean, I do Reiki on myself as well, but it just goes where it needs to go.
Yeah, it does. I don't will it to go there. It just does it. It does it itself. This is how Chi works. Now that I know a lot about it,
it relaxes your body, doesn't it?
It does.
It
when it hits you, Chi will hit you in your central nervous
Yeah.
system. It will hit you there first, and that's where the relaxing part of the body starts, your central nervous system.
Yeah.
So Chi suppresses the anxiety from within the nervous system. It doesn't happen straight away. It takes time, but when it does that, it is very, very powerful. Some of you subscribers, you may have been at this year's show. If you have, let me know what you felt in the comments of this video, because I remember seeing these twins at the show, and they were there on the Saturday, and they were up on the upper tier level at the far back, and you're talking about a good 80 feet,
Gotta be
80 to 100 feet away from the main stage. And they said when I saw them after, just as when I coming to the end of the show, they said they couldn't believe what they were feeling. We said we could feel your energy. Whenever moves you were doing, you could feel the movement of the energy coming from you. When you were doing your punches, they said they could feel a pulsating, powerful wave come from there. When I was doing it with my fingers and flicking the energy, said they could feel like a shocking wave coming from my body when I was doing that. So I said to these twins, please tell people about what I do. Tell them. We'd show the video footage.
It's very powerful. It is very powerful.
It really
but very
is.
nice at the same time.
And this is why I love skeptics.
Yeah.
This is why I want to get out there. If I get a chance to get out on mainstream TV to demonstrate my abilities, I can promise you, you will not be disappointed, none of you. And that's a promise. That's a solemn promise, because I'm confident in what I do. And I know I've got the abilities. It's taken me almost all my life. That's no joke. My journey started in 1975, for those of you who don't know. I'm celebrating over 50 years within the martial arts world. What does that say to you? And I'm celebrating my 60th birthday, as I've mentioned before, next year. This is the power of chi. Once you learn how to cultivate it, I'm telling you now, it breaks away all the confines and the constructs of you.
It's just about waking it up, isn't it, really?
You've
That's
got to
all
wake
it
it up.
is, yeah. But at the same time, never ever put it above your GPs if there's something wrong.
No. You can never ever
Always
do
go and
that.
see your GP.
You can never ever do that. No.
And the reason I'm saying that, not because I'm sceptic, I'm not. I mean, I've experienced it myself.
Every day she experiences
Yeah,
every
I
single day.
experience it myself,
Morning, noon
so
and night.
I can only say what happens with me. No, I can't speak for somebody else.
Yeah.
But I know of other people who Andrews give it to. And
They've been freaked out by
yeah, they've
it.
been really like, wow, what happened then?
Yeah.
It's one of them, isn't it?
I mean, some of you may say in the comments to this video that, oh, she's your partner, she knows about you. No. When we didn't even know each other, we were just friends on social media, that was it. She could feel it then, before we physically met.
Yeah.
So it's not about, you know, these charlatans which are out there. They really spoil it. The charlatans over the years have really had an effect on people about the things that we are genuine people do. We cheat. Because a lot of it has been stated, and I'm being honest, and I've even made comments about them, saying how dare they do that? They're not genuine. We want to see the genuine people. Well, I can promise you I am.
Yeah.
One of those genuine people. And I'm not afraid to speak out
It
about it.
definitely is. I mean, I've come now to just look forward to it every day. And I'm lucky that I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, other people can't do that, can they, with it?
No.
And believe me, I've tried everything for pain. Absolutely everything.
I mean, you've been suffering now with these pain fibroids since when?
Well, I started off with the fibro, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
And that's hard to diagnose. That took about 2 years for somebody to tell me what was actually wrong. I thought I was going nuts. And you know, what can the GPs do when they consult? They can only give you medication because that's what they're trained in.
Yeah.
Which is fine if it helps you. That's no problem with that. But you can still get the holistic part of it as well,
It's very powerful.
which is extra, like extra healing, isn't
Well,
it?
look at that
really?
operation you were meant to have.
Yeah, and I
A
didn't have
major
to have that
operation
on
you
the
were meant to
spine
have.
yet. Not yet. And the longer you can keep away from the theatre and being cut open and goodness knows what, the better, isn't it, really? But you know, you can feel the energy. I can feel it just sitting here now. There's loads of different forms of healing, but that is one that's always dismissed, isn't it?
It's the granddaddy of them all.
What you want about, you know, no such thing. You know, like Andrew said earlier, it's an old age form of healing, especially in the Chinese community.
It's millennia old.
And the Japanese community.
Yeah.
Because that's how they used to heal years ago.
Yeah, they did.
You hadn't got medications like you have now.
Injections and things like that.
You know, you hadn't got those sort of things, so you had to have something. And that was what they used to have.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, the same with Reiki. You know, that was the only forms. I don't know whether it was called those things then, whether they would have known what it was. But I can assure you, and I can only speak from experience, it works with me. It works with me really, really well. It really does.
And back with the age-old ancients about what I do, you know what they used to call people like me with it? They used to think that we got superpowers, as if we were superhuman people.
Yeah, if you read back on history, they did.
Yeah. Well, look at Bruce Lee.
Yeah, they
For
really
one.
did.
You know, Bruce Lee was like the modern interpretation of them.
Yeah.
His chi power. And people used to think he was actually a real superhuman type of person because with the phenomenal, incredible things he could do. Look at he could do one arm push up on his index finger and his thumb. That takes some doing to have that ability. And his 1 inch punch as well. His chi power in that punch.
But it's like anything, you have to put the effort in.
You've got to train every muscle in your body. Every muscle, both externally and internally.
I mean, you have to remember, Andrew's been doing it since you were what, 8, 9?
9. Since I was 9, I got it. Actually, even younger than that, because with boxing traits, we were from when we was like 5 or 6 years of age from Dad. So, well, over 50 years completely. Yeah, well, over 50 years of training.
It's a long time, isn't it?
It is. Most people don't even last that long with physical activity.
True.
Some just use them as a fad, or you know, it's.
Or they get fed up of it.
Yeah, and that's the trouble. They get fed up because they get distracted by things, and then years and years later they try to get back into it, and they can't. They can't. So this is why I love it.
See, they don't want the hard work that goes with it.
Yeah,
they want everything now.
They want it on a plate. They want it on a plate. They want it done like.
It doesn't work like that.
Yesteryear. It doesn't work that way. What I've activated in my own body has taken me a long time. And it really has. Mentally sacrificing myself. And what I mean by that, when people say, what do you mean mentally sacrificing? It's basically stopping the things which distract me from focusing on myself. I.e. going out all the time with my mates and what have you. I had to stop that in the end because I had enough of it.
Yeah, because you have to be dedicated, don't you?
It's like working the doors. I had to come to that to an end because he was interfering with my training, and also I was always tired and exhausted. And it really nearly burnt me out, so I had to thought, right, I've really got to get myself sorted out, so there can have to be some changes here.
But you know, you can never say never about anything unless you actually tried it.
Yeah.
I mean, me, you know, some of you can laugh and dismiss it all you like, but I find crystals very calming and
I love them.
healing as well.
And I've noticed since Maxine has introduced them into my life, my chi energy ability has been amplified, and it really has, especially having this bad boy here, this moldavite piece of crystal, and it is a piece of crystal, it's not glass, which some of you may think. This piece of crystal, part of it comes from out there. What do you think about it? Most of the crystals do originate from out there and become one with the earth.
They come from all over the world.
Yeah, don't forget, this planet wasn't always this planet. It was a meteorite of some sort, and then it formed and shaped, and other pieces of meteorite from all around the universe all hit this centrifugal of gravity and created a big ball mass, and then it just formed and formed and formed and formed and formed.
I mean, some people are just saying, well, they're not crystals, they're glass.
They're not, they are real crystals.
I mean, some, in all fairness, are glass.
Yeah, there is some glass.
But they're classed as a crystal because of what they actually do.
When you look
to
them under a
help you,
microscope,
yeah.
and you get to see how they truly are as a
Yeah.
crystal. Each of these crystals radiate their certain type of energy. Their frequencies are different from one to the next.
Again, it's what you not believe in, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
But, you know, never say no to anything. If you ever get the opportunity, try these things out.
Because of me being activated, I know I'm one of very few people who are activated. And when people always say, what's activation mean? It's woken up my energy in my body. And I really have woken it up.
We're not saying it cures anything.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't, but it helps.
It helps. It's a big help.
Ease whatever's wrong.
It's a really big help. If I get a little bit of a cold, Maxine, I'll tell you, how long does it last? Not even a week.
No, got good immunity with this, haven't you?
It does, because it works with the immune system too. Because where's your energy located? Here, the lower part of your abdomen. It's not here in your heart or the brain. It's here. See where it sleeps all the
Yeah.
time. So it's your energy centre, it's your battery. Cultivate it to help you. Because once it's fully cultivated, what it does with the body, it helps take away the stress from the organs within the body, because it's an energy source. So it's recharging you as an individual. So your brain don't get under stress, your heart doesn't get under stress, your kidneys, your livers, all the organs
Yeah.
which function normally, the chi helps them take away the stress. And it really does. Every human being's got this membrane called a fascia, okay, which covers your membrane, your heart and your lungs, everything all around inside this body. It's a big thick membrane. And over the years, when people who don't practice a healthy lifestyle, who's smoking and drinking, who gets absorbed with stress, think all negative things all the time. This fascia, you know what it does to your organs? Basically, it suffocates them. It affects the function of them. Your heart rate goes up. It affects your lungs. It causes them to even work harder than they should be normally working. Your intestines. All the organs get stressed out with this fascia membrane, which is stifling them. It's like it's strangulating the organs. But when you live a healthier lifestyle, you practice meditation, you do the holistic stuff, of course, and over time, what happens to this fascia, it actually takes itself away from the organs. So the organs can be freely in their movement, and they don't overheat. That's another thing what the fascia does. When it covers itself completely over them, it creates heat in them, and your organs really shouldn't be working that hard. This is what life's all about. So it's good to look into these things. And again, like Maxine said, your GPs are always there if you have any other Medicaid related issues. But it does help living that.
I mean, this day and age as well, you do anything, don't you? There's enough stress going on around the world.
You want to take a pill to try and fix it?
Yeah.
It won't work that way.
And you've got to treat your body like a temple, haven't you, really?
And it's very hard.
If you can. It's not always possible. I mean, some people like myself, you have to have that medication.
Yeah.
Because you try everything and nothing cures it.
The trouble is, right, when people rely on medication, you know what they're really doing? Masking the problem. Because you need to get to the root of the problem.
Yeah.
If you've got a headache, where is that headache originating from? Because a headache can originate from any part in your body, even from your feet. A headache can originate from your feet, and you wouldn't even think that. And if you think, oh no, I've got a pain in my head, yeah, but where is it coming from? Where is that pain originated from? It could originate from in your hand, or even in your fingers can cause a headache, and you don't even know. See the wonders of the human body.
Yeah.
It's like blood clots. Where can they originate from? Anywhere. I've known people who I've seen in documentaries to end up with an embolism. You know what an embolism is? It's when a clot gets caught within the lung.
Yeah.
So that clot can come from the feet in here, and then it can travel all the way up, all the way through the body, through the arteries and veins and blood vessels, and eventually work its way up into here. You see what I mean? The human body is an amazing thing. It's a wonder. It's a beauty. So look after it. Treat it with respect, because you've only got one body, not two. You've only got one.
Very true. And I mean, if I could go back years ago and tell myself what I know now, I would have treated my body like a temple.
And that me too as well. I've done things in the past where I've taken advantage of my own body, and I have. Who hasn't? Who could tell us that someone who hasn't lived a life where they lived basically no drinking alcohol, no smoking cigarettes or taking any kind of drug, who can actually honestly say that?
Because the older age group, like ourselves, we didn't know the dangers really.
No, we didn't. We really didn't.
Because you know, you saw your families do it, you grew up around it.
Yeah.
So you just thought it was normal.
I mean, I was really lucky, really, with my parents. Mum occasionally drank, and so did Dad. Dad had the odd cigar now and again, you know, and in the 70s, you know, it was the era of the 70s, the Bob Marley era and all that, you know. So Dad was in the musical band, so majority of the band members, what were they doing? They were doing the Bob Marley thing, you know. So, but yeah, my dad was not into it really, to that, not into the heavy stuff of it like some of them were.
And today it's even worse.
It is. It's an epidemic, and it is an actual.
And it's
epidemic.
getting worse.
It's an epidemic.
Because there's nothing, as we say before on other videos, for the younger ones to do.
And that's the trouble is as well, you know, growing up as a teenager, you want to be fitting in with the crowd of what the trend. They call it the trend in this day and age. The trend of things. You want to be part of that trend.
It's like your foods. You want to eat healthy, it's going to cost you double in money.
I know.
So what you're going to do, food to last you all week, you're just going to buy all the rubbish food, aren't you?
And the rubbish food is the one that's causing the problems.
But the government will let you keep doing that.
Of course
because
they
they
will,
get more money on the taxes for us.
Exactly.
I mean, we've noticed with our shopping, haven't we? It's doubled
Yep.
in price. And we all know who's to blame for that, mentioning no names.
The government. That's all we're saying on that.
Yeah.
But seriously, getting back into the holistic things of life, have it as a big part of your life. I'm not saying all of it 100%. I'm just saying as a big part of your life.
Yeah.
Because it's helped us immensely. I mean, I know I suffer from PTSD, which some of you know about my story. This goes way back. And so people say, is PTSD curable? From now what I know, it's not curable at all. But you can
Control it.
keep it at bay as best as you can without being traumatised too much through life. Because that's one of the triggers for it is traumatisation. And it really is. But yeah, the holistic approach to life, with me, Maxine, we love it. We absolutely love it because we know the benefits of it. We truly do, don't we? So yeah, please, chi is very real. It is a very real thing in life. And another thing with it as well is an acceptance of it too, because it's a part of you and me and Maxine and every other human being, every other living thing.
And next time you're watching Andrew's videos and he's sending any out, try and relax and see how you feel, because you can feel it if you put your mind to it.
Especially when I do this, my palms.
I can feel it now, just sitting here.
When I do it, just let me know if you can feel it in the comments, right, while I'm doing this video, if you can actually feel that. Because now I'm actually sending that through to you now. I know it truly am. I can feel it, my hands tingling. They really are tingling. Even my sister Nettie said on the video, Nettie, didn't you? You could feel the heat from my hands.
You'll either feel a heat
You
or
either feel the heat or a tingling or like a magnetic pulse.
Or cold.
Or even cold, because chi can be both, hot and cold, warm and cold. Or pressure. Some people feel a pressure, or they feel like they're stuck in a magnetic field. It's another one. But seriously, chi is very, very real. It is a real thing. Physically felt as well. So yes, you want to be ending it there then?
Yes.
That's a wrap on this one. And again, thank you for those of you who are new to our channel who have recently subscribed. Thank you. Please tell everybody about our channel, because we are who we say we are. We're the straight down the middle of life people. We have been and always will be. And yes, I enjoy doing my martial arts short videos. I do it because I love the fun of doing them. But in those martial art forms, there's hidden secrets within them. So don't be fooled by what you see. This is what I tell people when I do these things. Do not be fooled by what you see. Because people might think they're flowery. Some of the stuff might be flowery, but there's also hidden stuff in there too. So it's not just for an exhibition, it's there for a purpose. And ended it there. Namaste, everybody.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste. And most importantly, please stay safe out there, everyone. Please stay safe out there.